Kylie Olsen from uDiscovermusic.com. Now they're closing Ramblin Man Fair. It's headliners Blackstone Cherry. Hello.
Hello.
How does that feel?
It's crazy.
Closing the festival.
Well, it's like we were talking about it, and our first tour that we did in arenas over here, we opened for Whitesnake and Def Leppard on their co-headlining tour in 2008.
Yeah.
2000.
And now we got a little. Hang on, man. We get this fixed. And now we're flying in and we're headlining a festival that they headlined last night with Whitesnake. It's pretty surreal, really. I mean, like when you look at the catalog of their songs, and we're like, do we have that catalog of songs? You know, but it's unreal to us, you know, to come off of a tour where we're playing second every night,
Yeah.
you know, for 40 minutes. Just come over here and close out a festival it's amazing.
And Greg Allman played that spot last year as
Yeah.
well. So that must
Yeah.
be pretty cool to follow someone like that.
Oh, it's incredible.
Absolutely. What's funny is we almost had the chance to come and play this last year.
Did you?
But we had some scheduling conflicts and we weren't able to make it.
We
So
were supposed to play right before Greg, I think.
yeah.
Oh, so, wow.
It worked out.
Worked out
in
really
a good
well.
way that we're here
yeah.
this year, and this is a great festival. I mean, I think it's the second year, right? This is the second year.
That's right,
So
yeah.
it's really,
Laid back.
yeah, it's cool to see new festivals pop up and different vibes. You know,
Yeah.
it's definitely a different vibe than what we normally do over here. So it's pretty awesome.
And you have been here all day, haven't you? Which is quite nice because most people
Yeah.
just tend to arrive just before they go on and then they're off straight away. But what's been the best thing you've seen so far?
I got to say the Headhunters, just because
Oh,
the fact.
I
mean,
wonder
it's-
why.
Well, you know, it's,
Not being biased.
No.
not, but it's John Fred's dad's band, and like they're like our uncles. You know what I mean? And we've been begging them to come over here since 2007 when we came over the first time. And you know, they put their first record out in '89 as the Headhunters. They were other bands before that, but to see them after, you know, Richard hadn't flown in 34 years.
I know. I can't believe
And he
that.
finally got on a plane and came over here and understood what we're talking about for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
kept
so-
telling him, like, the people in the UK
Yeah.
and in Europe in general are just so passionate about music, you know, and finally they're here. So
Yeah.
they listened, and I think they can see it, you know, when they play in front of these crowds.
Yeah.
Honestly, I caught a bit of them. They were just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. I can't believe we had to wait that long.
They're playing with more fire now than we've seen them play with in what, 10 years.
Yeah.
Just because like their eyes have been open to this whole new world of playing music. You know, they finally got on a plane and came over here.
Last time I talked to you guys, we talked about your new album, which
Yep.
has just come out. You were saying it was an album that you made for your fans or with your fans in mind. So what's it like to actually play some of those songs now to your fans and see their reaction?
It's awesome. We've only played 2 of the songs over here. So
Okay.
we've only played In Our Dreams and The Rambler over here. We did do The Way of the Future one
Yeah.
night, but like tonight, we're gonna play like 4 or 5, like
Yeah.
5 songs off the new record.
Oh, brilliant.
One song that we've never done live before, ever.
Right.
Well, it'll be its debut tonight off the new album.
I'm
So,
hoping with the same success though, because we did Download in 2013.
yeah. And we played
we played Me and Mary Jane that night, and we had never played it anywhere but Soundcheck that day. We didn't get to Soundcheck today,
Okay.
so
we got our fingers
See how
crossed.
that one
we'll
goes,
see how
shall
it
we?
goes.
I reckon you're one of those bands anyway that can just kind of get up and jam. You're almost jammy
Thank you.
kind of band.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
have fun.
Yeah. It's part of it, isn't it?
Right.
Now, there is a big explosion of bands coming from the south. You've got yourselves, you've got the Cadillac 3, Whiskey Myers. How would you describe this new, it is kind of a new southern rock sound that's coming over here?
It's like 1976 and 2016. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, really, when you look at it, you know, Skinner, like, they really started breaking out in 76, 77 before the plane, you know, and you look at it, and then all those other bands that kind of followed along behind them, it's kind of that same thing all over, but it's, you know, it's like this, there's a lot more bands than just the handful, you know what I mean? So it's really cool to see bands coming out that don't necessarily market their sound to be a radio band or whatever. They're just playing the music that makes them feel good, you know? And
Yeah.
and that's the thing, like for us, we just play the music that makes us feel good, and in turn, hopefully it makes the crowd feel that way.
Yeah, I think it's definitely infectious.
Right.
It rubs off on the audience.
I hope so.
Especially when the sun is shining.
Right.
You've got
All right,
the
this is
barbecue
beautiful
going.
weather. It couldn't be better.
Yeah.
I told somebody I don't even feel like I'm in the UK right now
I know.
because it should be rainy and muddy and cold.
Yeah.
And this is very strange, but it's awesome.
Yeah, sure. So what were some of the bands that inspired you when growing up?
The biggest one for me was Skinner. I mean, like, that's always been my favorite band of all time,
Yeah.
always will be. And then, like, my dad and grandpa were musicians. They played a lot. My dad still does. But as far as, like, big bands, I mean, like, the Headhunters, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, you know, me and John Fred were in kindergarten together when their first record came out. You know, like 1990 when it really broke.
So did you used to go and watch them as a kid and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to take, even when the band started, we would all ride on their tour bus, you know, like a 2001-ish. And we'd go tag along and just hang out in the back lounge and watch their show. So we've been around it, you
That was
know.
Lexington, I remember.
Yeah.
That's some good training for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, we learned a lot about what to do and then what not to do. And then, you know, and then at times, you know, they let us go on our own. You know, we had to go and make our own mistakes and learn from them, you know. So we've just been a great relationship, you know, since the start.
Now, we have to talk about barbecue for many reasons. There's lots of barbecues out there now, and of course, you have in Kentucky, there's an international barbecue festival, isn't there?
There's more barbecue stuff like that popping up all the time. Like even
Yeah.
the town in Glasgow, Kentucky, there's probably more barbecue restaurants than there are any restaurants, you know, and they're all popular restaurants. It's not like, you know, one is more, they're all busy all the time.
Everyone has their own thing they
Yeah,
do,
is
you
there
know
an
what I mean?
art? Is there an art to it?
There
do you
is,
think?
because you've got like dry rub,
Yeah.
and then you've got smoked barbecue, and
Yeah.
then you've got your Memphis style, Kansas City style, then North Carolina style sauce. It's a science.
You get sweet barbecue, honey barbecue, you know, hot barbecue, mild. I mean, it can go on forever, you know.
Well, like when me and my wife cook barbecue, we make our own sauce.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a big thing. You know what I mean? Like,
It's
I'll
always
tell you
good.
the thing that excited me the most though was I was looking on the Facebook page for Ramblin Man Fair yesterday.
Yeah.
And I noticed that Four Roses is one of the sponsors, right? And like I'm a bourbon guy, it's what I like to drink. And it's hard to find bourbon over here sometimes at just like regular bars. Because they'll be like, well, we got Jack Daniels, and I'm like, we don't understand. That's whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not bourbon. There's a difference. Whiskey's Tennessee. Kentucky is known for its bourbon.
Right.
And Four Roses is made, what, an hour and 45 minutes
Yeah,
from us?
really
Oh, is
right
it?
up the road. So
There's a big thing.
Kinda
if
weird.
you're ever in Kentucky, do the bourbon trail. I've never done it, but it's awesome.
So do you kind of feel like you're home right now?
Oh, yeah.
especially with this.
With
I
this,
know, look
and
at
the
it.
Skinner record in the front.
The
there's Four Roses
trees,
and barbecue.
it's like a forest out here.
Headhunters.
It very
It's
much
Really
is
not
that.
like being in England at all right now.
No, and once you get up there, it's going to be even better, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a Southern Rock party tonight.
So how are you going to bring some of that Southern Rock charm to Rambling Man?
We're going to start off with a bottle of Four Roses. Now,
You know what? It's not with us. It's not preconceived. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. You know.
we were literally talking about the set list on the way over here.
Yeah.
Like we made one for the lighting guy, and we're already changing it. You know, here we are. We play in like 4.5 hours or something, and we're already changing the set list.
Yeah.
So.
I love it. That's the way it should be. Well, listen, have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.